How's it going, everyone? Thank you so much for coming to my live streaming open mic. So I'm so excited to do this at the beginning of New Year. My New Year resolution is to be active on YouTube. Yes. So I have finished taking a shower just now. Sorry for being late. Okay, so today it's gonna be maximum 10 minutes, I think. And I will try out some new jokes and I will probably mix some old jokes. And feel free to leave a comment about my jokes. I'll be happy to hear any feedbacks. Okay, so so I'm wondering who are watching from here. Oh, thank you, Olivia, for leaving a comment. Looking forward to hearing the new stuff. Yes. Okay, what is your favorite joke of my set? I'm asking Olivia. Yes. Okay, so let's start my open mic. So yeah, I am Karate Comic Ryo. I've never lost in street fights because I've never done that before. And so I've been doing karate for 20 years. And so among karate practitioners, we greet by saying, "Os." It can be used as a variety of phrases like hello, yes, and so on. For instance, when we say hi to someone at the international camp, we are like, "Os, os, 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 os." We can have a whole conversation. And at some Japanese communities, power harassment can often be an issue. For instance, you can see that in the movie, The Karate Kid. Have you watched it? In that movie, there's a bad karate teacher who forces his students to follow his teachings. They are like, "Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, sensei!" In my former karate school, we were supposed to say, "Os," no matter if the answer was yes or no. Among us, it was called os harassment. We are like, "Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? Os, sensei!" If Japanese cannot win the world tournament, I will cut my berry. Os, sensei! So the founder of the school said so at the first world championship. And amazingly, the Japanese fighters won. I'm still wondering though if they meant yes or no. Okay, so I thought one person left my live streaming open mic, but two more people are joining. Yes. Okay, and Olivia Murasaki replied to my message. Okay, so she likes my sword hand joke. Sword hand. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so let's keep going. So there's my favorite saying about the mindset of martial artists. Speak less, train more. That's so true because in general, if you train less, you tend to badmouth more. Let's say you go watch karate competition. And after watching some fights, you'll be like, "He's stopping there like a dam. He gotta work on his stamina, right? You asking if I can fight better? Well, I'm old." Actually, this often happens at karate dojos. So, I have a feeling that how guys ask out a girl for a date is like throwing a jab in boxing. First of all, you need to measure the distance between you and someone you like. You are like, What are you gonna do this weekend? You should never skip it, because if you rush to hit your finishing blow, most likely she will respond to you with a counterpunch. It will be like, why not going to Disney? She will be like, I have a boyfriend. Yeah, this often happens when we ask out a girl for a date, right? Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure if the viewers of this live streaming have visited Tokyo before, but in Tokyo, people tend to behave 10 times more like jocks when they are on a bicycle. They are like, this is my day, get out of here. Somehow, that reminds me of how expats watch the way foreign tourists behave in Japan. If it's rude, that can harm the reputation of the expats. They will be like, go back to your country. But from the perspective of a Japanese person, I am like, this is my country. So I've been working around the oldest Buddhist temple in Tokyo. It's in Asakusa, and the temple is called Sensoji Temple. And so many people pick fortune lots at Buddhist temples. And at Sensoji Temple, you have more chance to get bad fortunes. When you get a bad fortune, they are like, if you keep being patient and honest, your fortune will turn into the best. Be patient, be honest. In other words, we need to be more Japanese. We become patient and honest, and that's why we become workaholic. Yeah. Okay, so I'm now 35. I'm going to be 36 on March. And when I was 12, the world famous anime One Piece started. And the main character, Luffy, was 17. I literally grew up with One Piece. Now I'm 35 and Luffy is still 19. So honestly, I like anime that end. Yes. So if there are big fans of anime, make some noise. Woo! Yeah. I used to watch some animes, and in some animes like Naruto, many characters become couples and make kids as the story gets to the climax. Among some Japanese anime geeks, there's a special term about this phenomenon. It's called final mating season. Then their kids become the main characters of the next series. Which got me thinking, anime characters might have higher reproduction rates than Japanese people. And for me, it's easy to distinguish if some anime are created by a man or a woman. You just need to see the body parts of female characters. If they are drawn by a woman, they look realistic. If they are drawn by a guy, it seems gravity has no effect on them. So apparently, time in One Piece passes more slowly, and that reminds me of Einstein's theory of relativity. In that theory, time passes more slowly if there's more gravity. But it seems there's no effect of gravity on the girls in One Piece. That's the biggest paradox I've ever seen. Yeah, so yeah, now I cannot directly ask you guys what's your favorite anime, but I'm always afraid of asking this question. What's your favorite anime to foreign anime fans? Because most of them are much more familiar with the current animes than me. I've been stuck in my teenage years, just like Luffy. Whenever I start talking about anime, I am like, you have watched Naruto, right? How about One Piece? Me? You know, I have a life now. Yes. So, okay. So, let's do 5 more minutes. So, in Japan, nowadays, parents often give Western names to their kids because of the influence of movies. For instance, boys can have names like Louis, Leon, and girls can have names like Emma, Maria, and so on. So one day, I got a question. So Japanese girls can be called Maria, then why haven't I seen boys who are called Jesus? But that makes sense because while Japanese people tend to choose foreign words that sound fancy, parents also like to give auspicious meanings with the names of their kids. If I were to have a boy, I also wouldn't name him Jesus because I don't want to give a name that sounds like he's gonna be hanged and crucified in public. Speaking of the image of Jesus, whenever I visit Christian churches, I am like, why is he always hanged? We don't hang gods in Japan. So if I had the chance, I'd name my boy Buddha. Yes. So nowadays, I feel like it can be hard for some people to take the fact that the earth is round. Let's say there's a man who went to see the sunset from the hill with his girlfriend. She's like, the earth is so round. Can you see it? He will be like, no, I can't see it. Also, for people who changed their point of views, yeah, like conspiracy theories, it can be hard to take some news as it is. In 2022, the former Prime Minister of Japan got assassinated during his speech in public. If you are a normal person, you'd be like, he's shot dead. How could this happen? But if you are awakened, you'd be like, when did the real Prime Minister get killed? Okay, that's my time. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so how was my jokes? How are my jokes? Yeah, so you don't necessarily need to reply to me, but feel free to leave a comment on the chat section. Okay, so Olivia Murasaki also left a comment. Yes, I'm stuck in the past too when it comes to animes. Yes, so true. I totally agree with it. Okay, so yes. Yeah, so personally, I'm working on clean and satirical jokes. So yeah, I hope some of my new jokes will work in the future at my live comedy shows. And I also like to perform at comedy clubs in LA, New York, around the world. Yeah, when I can have a chance. So yeah, please keep checking my live streaming open mic. And my another New Year resolution is so to post one YouTube video per week. I think that's approachable. Yes. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching my live streaming open mic. So yeah, the next one will be I will let you know. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. So see you soon.
の中なら言える思考回路はショート済んで今すぐ会いたいよ